Good morning, guys. 6:30 a.m, 3 degrees, freezing my ass off, and I'm here to service the school. I'll be taking care of this job today. Eddie's got the day off, or the week off really. The bloke's decided to have a baby, and apparently that's warranted for some time off, so I'll be taking care of it today. This is a great example of a variety of applications that we've implemented over time for this school. So we've been servicing this school for maybe 3 years now, and I'll just show you a few. So we've got a rodent control system in place, as you can see, and we've even done some bird spiking in the past. So you can see here all the windows, ledges, they're all bird spiked. There. Now the reason for this is schools are more susceptible to pests in general than pretty much any other property type, in my opinion. Due to the size of the actual schools in the complex, it's incomparable when you compare it to a house. And the other reason is, especially for rodents and pigeons, are food scraps. Kids will leave food scraps. That's just inevitable. They'll leave food scraps, recess lunch, and rodents and pigeons, birds, they're all on top of that. And they behave differently when it comes to schools as well. We've noticed that with pigeons, for example, where generally they might have breakfast very early on in the early morning hours in schools, they'll wait around. Their feeding habits are a lot different. They wait around till recess and lunch, and they're very smart. They know pigeons are great communicators. They're great at communicating with each other, so you never see one or two pigeons. You'll see multiple pigeons just accumulate over time, because they basically talk to each other. They tell each other, listen, come here, let's hang out. All the food comes out around recess and lunch, and bang, they start. And we're not talking a couple pigeons on a school like this. We've probably had over 100 of them in the past, hence the bird spiking carried out. But also because bird lice. Now, you don't want bird lice. You don't muck around bird lice. Nobody wants bird lice, I'll tell you that from now. Bird lice, you don't want bird lice coming into the classrooms. You don't want them coming into school playgrounds, and we've had issues like that with other schools in the past. And it's just a situation you don't want. Kids getting bitten. It can get out of hand very easily. But this school is a very well-maintained school. They've taken care of this. They've put measures in place before a problem actually happens, which is usually good practice. Don't wait for a problem to occur. And rodents, for example, are higher than ever, like ridiculously higher than ever this year. I think it's been the worst year in a long time when it comes to rodents. After all the flooding and the rain, water rats, sewer rats, they're all pouring out of there, and it's been ridiculously cold. I think most of you will agree with me. It's been a lot colder this year than most years, and they're looking for shelter along with your general food scraps. So I can guarantee you now, I'll check all these stations here, there's probably 40 of them, and they'll all be empty today. We rebate usually quarterly, but at this time of the year, it might be a monthly process just to keep it under control. And they've got the right idea here. So we do carry out our services for schools, either on weekends when there's no one around, or on school holidays. Obviously, it takes a few hours to service a school like this, for example, so we just ensure that there's no kids around and everything's settled by the time they get back to their classrooms on Monday. So yeah, we'll have a walk around and show you what we're going to do today.